guys. Thank you so much for sharing your music with us today. And I cannot believe how many of you are on the stage right now. So congratulations for having such a strong program in your school. This is amazing, truly amazing. All right, so actually I've got my scores over here. Let me talk to you a little bit about that first piece. Can you guys go back to your first piece, please? And overall, I thought you guys were doing a lot of great things, so I'm just going to make a couple little suggestions. And actually, the first one, can we just start the entrance of the Queen of Sheba one time together, please? Okay, good. Stop. Keep your bows on your instruments, just where you were just playing. Okay. So an ensemble as good as yours, first violins in particular, one thing that I noticed is that you're all playing a different part of your bow. Everybody is playing in a different part of the bow. So I'm not going to tell you where you should play in the part of the bow, because I'm sure that's something that you guys have talked about in your class. So I'm going to ask your concertmaster, where in the bow are you supposed to be playing? In the middle. Okay, can everybody please go in the middle? Ha! More in the middle, you're pretty close to the front. Okay.
Oh, she's doing the second violin part, sorry.
Oh, I see, okay, got it.
It may have to be the first.
Okay, yep, I was just looking at the first. Okay, great. First should be in the middle. Second should be at the frog. Okay, second, show me where the frog is, though. It's not a real frog. It's where your hand is on the bow. Okay, who's playing second? Hold on. Who's playing second? Raise your bow up if you're playing second. Okay. Who's playing first? All right, so you guys are on the middle. Okay, show me the frog then, seconds. There. Ah, cellos. You've self-corrected. I love it. Okay, try it again. From the beginning. Ready? Okay, good. Hang on, sorry. You're such a great player. I'm just going to totally pick on you right now. So you started in the middle, and then you're in the upper half of the bow, which is probably fine, but I think the ensemble needs you to be in the middle of the bow, on the string, and everybody playing together. Can I just hear firsts, please? Playing first, middle of the bow. Yeah, ready, and. All right, guys, okay, hold on. So I'm going to ask another favor, too. So put your bow back up in the middle. All right, now, take your bow, and instead of playing closer to the fingerboard, play a little bit closer to the bridge. Just a little bit. Not on the bridge, that's going to be a terrible sound. We don't want that sound. Just a little bit closer. All right, first alone. 1 and 2 and. Great, hold on. Do you have the beginning memorized? Okay, stand. Can you face your firsts here? All right, one more time. Everybody watching him, stay in the middle of your loud. Do it right. All right, here we go. 1 and 2 and. Okay, hang on one second. So in the back of the first, you guys are actually behind. You're behind. So what we're getting up here is almost an echo effect. So you have to anticipate, instead of playing with what you hear, play with what you see. So when you're seeing him down, like playing down, you should be playing down as well, even if it feels early, okay? So anticipate it a little bit. One more time. First, in the middle of the bow, nice big sounds, a little bit closer to the bridge, because it gives a louder sound there without having to push or anything. Okay, here we go. 1 and 2 and. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Bravo. You can have a seat. Thank you. Thank you for your help. Very good. All right. Let me hear the rest of you now. The rest of you. So now you know what it sounds like on our top melody. So let me hear everybody else. 1 and 2 and. in this piece, and I suppose every time I do this, I think of it in a slightly different way, but cellos, I think you guys are like the walking part. Right? You're the walking part. You didn't get all the fancy schmanciness, but we can't process without walking, and that's you. So let's start with can I just hear the cellos? And let's just do cellos first, and then we'll add in our violas. Ready? How you're grabbing the string a little bit at the beginning of each note and then kind of letting it naturally decay just very slightly. That's very beautiful the way that you're doing that. I wonder if everybody else could try to do that as well. So it's not wah, wah, like we're not keeping it. We want to have a little bit more at the beginning of the note and just to have just a slight taper off every time. Because that's a very, I don't know, if we're going to be a queen processing, right? Step, step. I mean, there's like a natural motion at the beginning and then it tapers off a little bit. Here we go, let's try it. 1 and 2 and. That's already getting better. I like the bounciness of that, you guys. That sounds really classy. Let's try something just for a moment. Since the firsts got their act together, and you sound amazing now first, let's have firsts and cellos alone. Let's hear that. In the middle of the bow, firsts. Thank you. 1 and 2 and. Okay, stop. One more time. So what's really interesting about the way that Handel writes this is that separately these I don't know, the harmonies sound, you assume a certain harmony when you're listening to just one part. But then when you put them together, you hear what he was planning to do, right? Because now we have the bass line and the top line. So I love this. Let me sing da 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 dee dee da da dee dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 da. We have a beautiful 4 bars that goes together, and then another 4 bars. So can we play these 2 parts now and be thinking about 4 measures and then 4 measures together? Don't worry, I haven't forgotten you. We're going to put you, but you have to hear what goes on here, and then you understand what your part fits in with, okay? All right, guys, let's try it one more time. From these 2 voices. Ready? And. Good. Okay, stop. And then I thought also, let's see, the cellos don't go for solo in measure 8, right? It's everybody still playing in measure 8? Okay, so when you get there, you have to play a little bit less because now you're accompanying the soloists. So that was a little balance thing that I heard. So just make a note of that. Okay, let's put everybody back in to the beginning. And we're thinking about this set of 4 measures and then a set of another 4 measures. We've got our walking bass line. We have our beautiful first violins in the middle of the bow on the string, just playing so fancy. All right, 1 and 2 and. Right. So perfect. So that's we're going to move on to the next piece, but I just that one spot there at measure 8. When you have a pencil and when you can later, just mark that should be a little bit less when we are accompanying the soloists. And I thought your soloist sounded great, by the way. The duet was really lovely. So thank you for that. All right, let's go to the next piece, please. Let's go to your farandole, your bizet. Okay, from the beginning. Cellos. So now I'm gonna talk with y'all for a moment, just from the beginning, please. Second violins, violas, And if there's a third violin part, here we go. 1, 2. All right. So maybe spend a little homework time on this section, okay? But what I wanted to talk to you guys about in general with this piece is that there are these two sections, and you guys know this, right? Because you've been playing this and practicing it, obviously. And we know that there's two different sections. One starts at the beginning, and then the other one starts at circle 17. Do you see where circle 17 is? So can somebody tell me, and I'm gonna just throw it out there, I don't know what my answer is gonna be. Can somebody tell me something that's different about what happens at the beginning than what happens at the section at 17? What happens? Yeah.
The beginning is played really aggressively well, at 17 the music sounds lighter.
Great, right. So we have a more aggressive theme at the very beginning, thank you, and then it gets a little bit lighter at circle 17. Can anybody add to that? Anything else that happens that you've noticed? Yes?
It becomes mostly staccato rather than a few measures of marcato, and staccato becomes mostly staccato.
Wonderful. So you guys are definitely hearing that there should be two different sounding and feeling sections, right? There's something about the tonality as well. The theme in the beginning is minor, and what happens at circle 17? Right? So and this is absolutely the way that it's supposed to be. We're trying to get variety in this piece, and the composer has written it right in there that we're going to play in minor at the beginning. So I would also recommend that you remind yourself of the key signature, right? So we know we're playing 2 flats, so we get the right minor feeling in the very beginning. And then when we get to 17, we can really change the feeling. It gets very bright. It's like the sun comes out, right? Maybe it starts on it's been like the weather lately. It starts and it's raining and it's very dark gray outside, and then suddenly the sun is out and everybody goes to the beach. All right, let's go from the beginning, please, with a nice big sound. In fact, if you wanted to go closer to that bridge again, this is going to be a really good chance to do that. Yep. All right, here we go. 1, 2. But when you guys come in with your accompaniment after circle 17 in that 5th bar, you have a P. That means piano. Pretend also like it's the P for meaning sparkle, because it's not a My Little Pony situation, I promise. But you're just going to make them very light, very beautiful. We're trying to change completely. It's like 2 completely different personalities in this piece. So can we go to circle 17, and when you get there, it's just very light, 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 light. Otherwise, it just sounds wrong. It sounds like you're in the wrong half of the piece. You know what I mean? Okay, circle 17. 1, 2. Thank you. Excellent job, you guys. Keep up the excellent work. Bravo. Thank you.